This week from the internet, tales from the Cryptoids. The government doesn't want you to know about this super secret Kickstarter, but fuck them. Plus, LEGO finally announces proper Super Mario building sets and minifigures. But what about the interactive Super Mario Adventures line? Ask no one, and Mattel is bringing back Dino Damage with its Hammond Collection Indominus Rex, which is better than the emotional damage we all suffered from watching the Dinosaurs on Netflix. It's the Reluctant Adult Podcast. Oh, welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who made the cover of Weekly World News, Bill!
Hi, everyone. That's right. And my small town also made an article in People magazine this week.
Oh, is that true?
It is true.
What's going on in your small town?
Famous for its 25-foot tall snowman.
Well, that is something. What a cute look. I was prepared for it to be like the largest mass murder and the if we want to go, if we want to go that route, they did find a dismembered body in a lake as well. The lake, yeah, I did see that. Yeah, did they find out who that was?
Yeah, he was a drug dealer. So.
Oh, okay. Somebody got him then. That's good. One down.
It was funny to see the uninformed, because you go and obviously it's on like the Facebook messages and the articles, and you have some people who are like, oh yeah, this guy was just kind of scummy anyway. And yeah, he died. It's too bad, and he died gruesomely. Yeah, it's too bad. But like then you get the uninformed who are like, I can't believe these comments. This person had a family and they're grieving now. It's like, yeah, they did.
Clients. He had clients that are suffering now. Where are they supposed to get their fix? So he was disemboweled. His body was taken apart.
He was dismembered. Is more like it.
Those different things.
Disemboweled means they remove your intestines. Is disemboweling.
But his limbs were separated from his body.
Yeah, you think Dexter, how Dexter kind of took people apart in that show. If you ever watched it. Okay,
I get it. I get it.
Nice clean cuts. Clean cuts. I did see the leg. There was a photo of a leg kind of circulating around through the middle schools. My niece had the photo.
What? Somebody just had the photo in middle school?
Well, kids, that's the thing. Kids discovered the body parts. That was the thing. It wasn't like the police found this out first. It was a bunch of kids going for a walk.
They rode their e-bikes up and they arranged the parts to spell 67 or something.
I think they
kids today, they're so unfazed by anything.
No.
Kids today. Well, we wish him well. He's dead, so there's not much to wish. But one train of thought, there could be a murder out there. He was murdered, but the other train of thought, maybe he was killed by a Bigfoot.
Whoa.
or another cryptid. And that's the segue to talking about Cryptoids. Yay. So, Cryptoids, the Kickstarter went live this week, and it was a monstrous hit. It funded within 48 hours, less than 48 hours, and it's well on its way to unlocking some additional stretch goals. The first stretch goal happened at $160,000. That's already happened. That's the Roswell glow-in-the-dark alien. I'm going to refresh the Kickstarter page right now. Let's see what we're at. It is currently sitting pretty at a number, and that number is $188,313. Now, it'll be very interesting when this is all said and done to sort of look back, the post-mortem, and be like, why
was this project so successful? Because people are going to want to look at this as a roadmap for future Kickstarters. Be like, what can I do to copy the success of the Cryptoids Kickstarter? And I think the first place you want to start is you want to have a podcast that's been running for 10 years. I think that's the perfect place to start.
Okay.
I think they even said that on they've been doing the rounds on other shows, and I think that was one of their comments where it's like, it helps if you have an audience that's been with you for a decade. And absolutely, but that's one of the benefits. You put in the work, and look, now you're reaping the rewards. So, like I said, fully funded, and the next stretch goal, which is going to be at 200,000, is Squonk and the Jackalope, which are little buddy, like they're like if this was Ghostbusters, they would be buddy ghosts. So these are like buddy cryptoids. You can see them here. They're little non-articulated friends. But I like they're doing the Jackalope because that reminds me of not America's Funniest Home Videos, but the Dave Coulier version. I forget what that was called. But he had these like skits where they had this jackalope, and he would go fast as can be. You'll never catch me. And then he would vroom, go. Do you have any memory of that? You have no memory of that.
No, it's okay.
Google it. It's real. It's real.
I'll Google it. All right.
I did not hallucinate that. Other people are aware. Clips exist, but that was a big part because it was a puppet. I loved it. I love puppet stuff. So, it's too late if you wanted the early backer glow-in-the-dark armor for your Sasquatch. That, I think, closed this weekend. But they've got plenty of time left to unlock more than a month. 35 days left to go as of Saturday, when we're recording. So, yeah, huge success. We'll see what else gets unlocked. And then, now they can start planning. I'm sure they've already started planning what the next Kickstarter will be. They've talked about having exclusives through different channels. Weekly World News might actually have a Bat Boy exclusive, famously the cover bat for many an article. So, do you remember on USA there was like a Weekly World News TV show?
I do remember that, yes. I don't remember it lasting too long.
But what was it? Was it like fake news stories? Like, I don't even remember what the content was.
I don't know. It wasn't. Was it just? Was it like Weekend Update? Is kind of like
with like they had an anchor telling broadcast, stories?
An anchor, and then they went and they did. They had like footage from like news correspondence.
Yeah, so like the Daily Show, but with like weird, crazy things.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go back. That unlocked a memory that I had not thought of until this very moment. But they always had something with Bat Boy, because Bat Boy was like their main thing, and there was always it was creepy. It was creepy because he was like he was like humanoid. But right. not human, so I don't even know.
I remember when they retired Bat Boy. That was kind of sad. They made a big deal.
Did they retire him like officially? They're like, we're not going to tell his story anymore.
Right, like they went the roundabout way and said, "Nah, he's done."
Is that still like a publication you can get on like at the grocery store?
I don't believe so.
Weekly World News? No, that's.
I think other at the time credible like news sources are now the Weekly World News at this point.
Right, exactly.
So
formerly
you'd rather have
credible news station.
Yeah. So like you'd rather have the actual Weekly World News. I remember the big joke was in Men in Black. Well, that was how they actually gathered their information. Was from that.
That's right. That was very funny. Well, kids today aren't even going to get that reference then if that newspaper's not out there.
They aren't.
But I think that's a lot of... There's going to have to be...
Oh, my God.
News? What?
Oh, my God. Here's one for you for kids these days. My son today
these days. Yeah.
pulled a It's a Baby's Toy moment on me with a keyboard. I asked him what he was doing in his technology class. Yeah. And I said, you might want to use something, because he's like, I need to use like a button, because it's St. Patrick's Day coming up. So he's working on his leprechaun trap. He's like, I need to use a button. And I'm like, well, you could use like the keys from like a keyboard because you have like one of those fidgets that's a keyboard. Oh, yeah. And he goes, what the hell's a keyboard?
What's a keyboard?
Like, what's a keyboard? And I'm like, it's like, is that like a baby thing? And I'm like, what?
Thing, yeah.
So I had to have my kit.
Computers in school? There's no typing?
He does. He was the idiot in this moment. Thank God.
Gotcha. That's
was it my daughter? My daughter confirmed. I was like, "What is he using? A tablet?" And she goes, "No, he uses a computer with a keyboard." She's like, "You use it's called a keyboard, Bill." Well, whatever, Bill.
Ask him what a mouse is. That would be funny.
Oh my God!
Go get the mouse. He comes back with a literal rodent mouse.
Disgusting.
Kids are so funny.
Yeah.
I was going to say something, but I can't remember what it was. So anyways, moving on. So good job, Cryptoids. We'll keep updating, and we've got a few more weeks to talk about that.
Yeah, this is more fun to update than like a dreary HasLab.
Well, that's the thing, right? This is we already know
independent success is great,
but also it's like it's right. It's independent. It's not like a Hasbro thing. Like the Hasbro, we can argue whether they need to do HasLabs or not, or if it's sort of like a greedy thing where they're like, we're taking no risk. But with independent toy makers like this, especially people who have never made toys, this is really the only way to do it. Because there's no reason to risk like your livelihood to make a toy line.
Right.
Like there's just no reason. Like you just make like you really wanted toys, you could go make some customs. You don't have to make hundreds of thousands of them and sell them. Like that's just no reason. But this is a great way to do it.
This might have to. They might have to travel to China in order to like inspect,
check the factories.
They might do all sorts of things. Yeah,
I think they probably have like intermediaries. That's the word, right?
There you go. Yeah, intermediary. Yeah.
Intermediaries. They probably have people over there. Hopefully, they have friends. That's probably one of the reasons why this was so successful, because they have friends in the industry. They've made those connections, so they know the people to talk to make sure that this project is done correctly. Because it's great to fund something, but then what if you funded $100,000, you go to the factories and it's like, okay, well, it's gonna be $200,000. Like, I think people are pretty confident that the Yes Have Some folk like have the correct numbers, and everything is gonna work out as well as possible given the current climate of the world.
Let's hope these don't wind up on AliExpress somehow.
Well, I mean, I would definitely pick them up if that were the case.
Sure.
So this was a huge success, and that I really haven't been like, I want to do a toy line or anything, but like this kind of made me like, well, if I did do a toy line, if we did do a Kickstarter, like I'm pushing it as in my head. I'm like, it's fun to play with it and be like, how far could I push a concept and like make it the ultimate toy line? Like this week, people are starting to find the Armosaurs toys in store. And they're describing them as like, oh, they're like Dino Riders, but then it's like, oh, it's kind of like this, and it's got the little guy, and it's like da-da-da-da. So it's like taking our favorite things from toy lines of the past and combining it into one toy line. Like, what would your ultimate toy line look like? So right now, right up here, even while we're talking, the gears are turning about what that would look like. And maybe if they turn enough, we'll see what's going to happen, but it's just sort of fun. It's a fun mental thing, mental exercise to do, rather than like doom scrolling. This is my suggestion for you. Here's your mental health update of the week. Instead of doom scrolling, just think about toys. There you go.
Oh,
easy peasy.
Yeah,
easy peasy.
That's why my wife always she goes, do you always think about toys? Is that like all you think about? And I'm like, no. But it certainly helps.
It certainly helps. Yes. Yeah. So if you're ever sad, just think about toys. That's it.
Okay.
So let's think about some more toys.
Very well. You mentioned Armosaurs real quick. It did very well. I went back up to that Target tonight, looking for Five Nights at Freddy's stuff for my kid because he's he likes the characters enough. But I saw that Armosaurs end cap that I filmed this past week. Pretty picked over, which was cool. Nice to see.
I'm not surprised.
Pretty picked over.
They have very, very good curb appeal. The packaging is shiny.
Yeah.
People who don't know anything about the property are posting it, being like, "This is cool." I'm like, "Yeah, we've been telling you, it's pretty cool."
Listen to us.
There's a TV show too. Not as good. I feel like this is one of those things where the toys are going to be much better than the TV show. I do wonder if it's like such a big success, if they'll start making toys that didn't appear in the cartoon or the TV show.
Sure.
Because there are more dinosaurs, but they're like the bad robot dinosaurs. I don't think there's like another Velociraptor, but it's the same, just has different armor. So I do wonder if they'll like sort of like Beast Wars style start introducing toys that never appear in the cartoon.
Oh, sure.
Because, the toys in most cases are the biggest moneymaker for a show. So if there's money to be made, you can bet your bottom dollar that these companies are going to try to make it. So I'm looking forward to MGA sending us samples of these so that we can do a proper review. That's what I'm looking forward to.
That would be great. It really would.
Speaking of getting stuff sent to us, last week I mentioned that I missed getting those PMI Toys UFC fighters. Like, they were sending us a new set like every other week. I got used to it, and then it just sort of stopped. Right? And I saw other people were getting like a soccer set or, football, if you will. And I was like, those are cool. So I just offhandedly mentioned that on the show last week, and I posted it. And sure enough, our good friends at PMI Toys were like, "Hey, we heard you missed us. We're going to send you a package." I was like, "Thank you very much. This is how it works. This is how it should work." MGA, are you listening? I don't know.
Tune in.
Maybe they
feel
feel like they don't. Maybe they just feel like their product's so good they don't even need people to influence it. There's like, it stands alone. We're going to see how good it does without anybody knowing about it. We just want it to be out there. People are going to see it and be like, "Yeah, I want that. Gimme, gimme, gimme."
Hey, where did you get that thing from? Oh, wouldn't you like
That's
to know?
pretty cool. It's so shiny. You need one to open.
From watching or listening to the Reluctant Adult podcast across all social media channels.
Except Twitter. Fuck you. I do post on there, but anonymously. Anyway, I saw this week. So you and I don't think are big mask fans. And we're talking about the vehicles, not the mask with Jim Carrey. If there was a Jim Carrey the mask line, I would be all about that.
That would be fantastic. No.
So these were like very little human figures that sat in these cars because they were smaller than 3 3/4, right? They were much smaller, like Dino Rider character size.
Yes.
And they went in these cars, and the vehicles transformed a little, right? They turned from one vehicle to another vehicle.
They did, yes.
Yeah.
So if it was a car, it became a flying car. If it was a motorcycle, it became a car. That kind of stuff.
So for this one, it starts as either a jet and becomes a helicopter or vice versa. And so the company, The Loyal Subjects, very interesting company historically. They started out doing more simple like Funko things, like little minifigures. And those I liked a lot because they did Turtles, they did Power Rangers. They were like mini little guys with big heads, but they were articulated. I thought they were very fun. They stopped doing that. They moved into those Best Action Ninja Turtles and other weird like random licenses that you saw at Walmart and then Ross, like lots of them at Ross. And those were not
Bendy's.
Very good. They did Bendy's?
They've done Bendy's, yeah.
Oh, I don't even know about that. So that all this weird stuff. And then they sort of rebranded this past year to be like, we're doing like stuff from the 80s. So they have those gem dolls and then Popples or like something else. Strawberry shortcake, something like that. But like all this stuff.
So they're really kind of going after that, right? My Pet Monster, My Buddy.
Pet Monster, like the nostalgic kick. That's like totally like refocused doing that stuff. And one of the lines that they are redoing is Mask, and these are supposed to be like 1-to-1 reproductions as best as they can get it. For this particular vehicle, it's called the Switchblade originally, but that name was copyrighted, and then Hasbro did not keep up with the copyrights. They lost it. So now it's called the High-Tech Helicopter. which is not as cool. But it's the it's the same toy.
They couldn't keep up with and just give it the nickname and call it like Gary Switchblade Rodriguez.
I know, right? Yeah, it's just a nickname. That would have been great, but they went a different way. Now so this is what somebody posted. So this is all alleged, but I think if you have one, you can probably open it up and look for yourself. But I'm going to read you what this guy wrote because this is very interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay. First, he starts with, "I love me some of the loyal subjects drama." So take that as you will. He's kind of setting the stage for what he's talking about here. So this guy writes, "Someone on Facebook took apart their, quote, Switchblade toy from the loyal subjects to see if they can fix the issue where, in helicopter mode, the wings won't stay in place and continually pop open. What they discovered is wow." So he's doing a little clickbait there. That's fun. He writes, "The mechanism for the Switchblade is spring-loaded trigger that causes side panels in the helicopter mode to spring out quickly into wings for a jet. That requires a small yet very strong spring. In the original toy, over time, that spring deformed part of the internal gear that controlled it, causing the wing to continually snap out to its jet mode configuration. Turns out the loyal subjects molded the internal gear in the deformed state. That's right. Oh. No one bothered to check what was breaking in the original and had the manufacturer mold an identical copy to the broken toy." So they just didn't think that there was a different version. They were just like, this is what this looks like. And they molded it to be broken right out of the box. So this is one of those things where it's like, honest mistake,
Yeah,
someone, if there was someone that was like a super mask expert, they probably would have caught this, but they didn't. And it's unfortunate. But this doesn't seem like the only like QC issue that this line is having, because the only time I hear people talking about the mask line is when they're saying how crappy the quality is of them.
Oh no.
So I think when Dan Larson was on the show, did he mention mask as the one line he'd like to see come back when we were talking about like what's left?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'd like to hear Dan's thoughts on this. He's probably not too pleased, but he probably has all the originals, so it's not as big a deal to him. But I thought that was kind of funny if it's true, allegedly, of course. But like I said, people could very easily confirm this if they wanted to open up the new toy. But who wants to break a toy just to see if it's broken? Not I, sir. Not I.
Okay. Ooh, who's that?
Let's see. What else we got? Oh, before we go too far, we got a new review on Apple Podcasts. Very happy with that. The review says, "Fantastic show if you love toys and pop culture in general." And that's it. That's perfect. And that was from Talking Tanuki. So thank you, Talking Tanuki. We appreciate you. I assume you left us 5 stars. That's good. If you would like to have your review read on the show, just leave a review and we'll check it. If you want to send us a message to let us know that you did, leave it. That's good too, so that I don't miss it. Sometimes that happens.
Maybe if you even want to read positive comments on YouTube or Instagram or anything like that, if they're super positive. I don't want any average. Do that. Just very positive. No, it's got to be top tier. It can't be just like, this is great. Yeah. It's like, we know. We know.
I like to read, or I like to promote the Apple Podcast reviews, because I think that when people leave reviews, that does actually help our show be
you've always said that,
more spotlighted, like the algorithm highlights shows, because we had a good stretch there where we were getting reviews like every week, and I do feel like our show was ranking a little higher, so I'd like to see us get back up there, and I want to see if there's a causation or correlation. You familiar with that? Sorry, I got a little bit of a frog in my throat tonight. Why are there so many damn apologize
about toys?
Why are there so many podcasts about toys? But we're the number one podcast about toys, not starring a wrestling superstar. Smart Hulk from Hasbro went up for pre-order everywhere this week, and the most noteworthy thing about this figure, if you go on Amazon, he's $46.99. How much was Maximum Marvel Legends Hulk?
Wasn't he $79.99?
He was a lot. He was a lot more. Yeah. And I don't think that the value is there for Maximum Hulk compared to Smart Hulk. I think Smart Hulk is the better figure. I'm trying to look on Amazon to see if I can even find him, and I don't see him. So it's interesting that this branding of the Maximum Marvel Legends seems to basically just be like a tax. Like, it's just going to make the figure more expensive. But then you can push out a figure that, you know, is a very good figure, comes with a lot of accessories, 2 heads, bunny slippers. So I think, if you ask me,
weapon?
Yeah. Big weapon? Sure. Because what did Maximum Hulk have that this one doesn't? He had 3 heads, at least. But none of them were great. I think this head is better.
He had that torso that everyone is despising.
Well, that's the thing. He had the rubbery torso. Seems like a negative, if anything.
He had the missile. I mean, he had the missile, and then he had like the clap effect.
Stupid missile. Right. He probably had some alternate hands. I don't know if this one has alternate hands. He must have, because he's got a fist here, but he can't hold his weapon with a fist. You can't hug your children with nuclear arms. So it's just interesting that, you know, price doesn't necessarily equate to like the best possible figure, because I think this figure is a better Hulk. It's you know, he's just clothed.
It's fun.
Maybe you like you don't like your naked Hulk. Maybe you like to have a little extra shirt on there. Let's see. Mondo teased the second turtle in their, what are we calling this? 1/6 scale reimagined Henson Ninja Turtles 1 continuation what if line.
Okay.
Is that cover it?
That you know, if we could,
people get it.
I like it.
So this image is just a silhouette. You know, he's moonlit. It's Leo. He's got the katanas. He's got some nice blowing fabric pieces. They must have wires in them to achieve that effect. And we'll see. And Don was what? 300, 200? He was a lot. These are expensive toys. Yeah.
They are.
At the time when Don came out, or when he went up for pre-order, the conversation was about what if Funko, who owns Mondo, what if they go under? Will this line even will it even be completed? Like, why invest in 1 turtle if you're not going to get 4? But Mondo came out and they're like, we're going to, you know, do what we can to make sure that these all get released. And since then, the talk of Funko going away has gone away. So, you know, hopefully things are fine there, and there's not as much concern. So it'll be interesting to see if this second figure
the bigger concern is who's going to hold on to turtles. They might say, nah, no turtles for anybody.
Holy shit, you're right. Yeah, holy shit. That is wow.
Mattel might be like, nah, we're not doing that.
Wait a minute. Okay. So you told me this week that there's already a company that's currently making turtles that says that we're done.
Correct. That would be
Which
Joy
company
Toy.
is that? Joy Toy. They make the small little turtle, but super articulated guys.
Yes.
Did they say why?
I don't believe it. I was just watching a Mad Hatter reviews, and then it came up. So. All
right. So, you know, that could be the case, that they're, you know, Mattel has the deal now, and they're saying people other than them can't make turtles. But yeah, I didn't even think about companies like NECA. I'm feeling confident that they're probably going to have to be done. Like, I just feel it in my bones, the way people are talking. I just feel like they're going to have to be done. And I don't know that that's the worst thing, because other than the Nick series that just started, I think all the other turtle lines are pretty nearly complete. So I don't feel like there's going to be a ton of like, oh, you never got to this character. It's like, oh, you held out too long. You should have done this character early on. Like they've done a pretty good job of filling out those ranks.
They've had a good run. They have, yeah. 100%.
And now we're going to get Disney Afternoon stuff. So that'll be the new Turtles, at least for me. So, but Mondo, that would be a big blow because they just started this line. And I don't know if they could push out the other 2 turtles before the end of 26, if that's like the cutoff. They might have to, though. At least put them up for pre-order. Maybe that's what they'd have to do. I don't know.
Ooh.
Very interesting. Well, before we go to the break, I want to talk about an event that's coming up this weekend. And
coming up,
Chris Con put on Chris Con from a couple of years ago, and this year it's has been rebranded. The event has been rebranded. It's now the Great American Toy Show presented by Chris Con, and it's going to be this Saturday, March 21st at the Taunton. Is that how you say it? Taunton?
Yeah, Taunton
Conference Center in Taunton, Massachusetts. And we actually have a special message here from Chris.
We're just 1 week away from the Great American Toy Show presented by Chris Con on Saturday, March 21st at the Taunton Conference Center, located at 700 Miles Standish Boulevard in Taunton, Massachusetts. Tickets are available at the door. If you are an action figure collector, you do not want to miss
Chris
show.
from Chris Con, but this is also Collector 77 who does those great AI customs that we love so much, that I love so much. Some people hate anything that's AI. Look at that. They got some cool action figure playsets there, custom stuff. Dan Larson will be in attendance. Mr. Stevie from Hasbro will be in attendance.
Oh, wow.
I wish I was going to be there. This is a really cool event.
Like I said, we're not like other toy shows. We'll also have original toy-related artwork from Chris Berdanka Art and Sir Dork Photography.
There you go. We're not like other toy shows. Now, I messaged Chris, and I was like, "Hey, I love the Conan." Or I posted the video where we're talking about I love the Conan O'Brien AI custom, and Chris was kind enough to AI me holding the Conan figure.
Yes,
and it's like. The figure is great. It's pretty, you can tell it's me. The hair is pretty good. There's something in the face, not quite right. And then he gave me an extra turtle over here.
Yeah, you got a turtle. The lighting's off. You're too bright. You're too bright.
It's a little bright. But I don't, and I just think it's funny. It populates it with extra stuff. There's like the big Michelangelo. There's some extra pops hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one, I feel like I look more like a Dr. Seuss character, like a Who. I don't know what it is. Like the way my mouth, because I don't smile like that. But Conan looks great. So I really appreciate him doing that.
Yeah. So I told you that I've got a prior engagement potentially, but I might be at the All-American Toy Show as well.
Dan Larson, Mr. Stevie, and possibly Bill from the Reluctant Adult podcast just walking the floor. Who knows? You can get an autograph. How much are you charging for autographs?
Selfie. I mean, I'll just $20 right there.
If anybody says anything, you got to make sure that they're following us on all the channels. Okay. Like that's one of the requirements to.
Let me see your. Let me see your phone. All right, there you are. All right, you're following. Pull up your phone. Let me see.
You're good.
That you're following.
You're good.
Do you know who I am? What do you mean? We're gonna take a quick.
What do you mean? Who am I?
Bill from the Reluctant Adult podcast.
We'll give you time to go book your flight to Taunton, Mass for this weekend, and we will be right back. So before the break, we were talking about the Great American Toy Show presented by Chris Con. Now, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of great guests there, including possibly Bill. I don't know that Pixel Dan will be there. I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying he won't. But if you are looking to get your Pixel Dan fix, you can head over to YouTube. There's actually a new documentary about Pixel Dan. It's called The Internet Changed, He Didn't. And it's only 10 minutes long, so it's a quick watch. Did you have a chance to watch the documentary, Bill?
I watched like 2 minutes worth, and then I found something else to do.
Something else.
I didn't say I found something better to do, but I found something else.
It's very quick. It's been, if you don't know who Pixel Dan is, this is a quick snapshot. But it doesn't. I don't feel like it really does him truly justice, because there's other pieces that really go into like his collection, how extensive it is, and he talks about his book. But so much work went into the book. He traveled the country getting photos. This, I think, was trying to sort of show how he's just been doing this for so long, and it's like he started before a lot of, like, he was one of the first before everybody, like just, you know, honestly, everybody's doing this, right? If you don't have a web, if you collect toys and you don't have a YouTube channel, like, you're the outlier. Like, everybody's doing something, but
You're
not
just
everyone's
Pixel
doing
Dan
something.
20 years late.
Well, it took you so long, but Pixel Dan was doing this long before most people were doing it. And I think he even started, it was video games. That's where the pixel part comes from. It's like From Pixels to Plastic was the show. I don't know when I started to follow him. I think it was probably related to like being on the He-Man boards when the new cartoon started, because I can't really remember anything else other than that. I don't know, but he's been like, anyways, the point of this is he's been around a long time. He's been very consistent, and you know, he's maintained, you know, he has sustained, and but it was interesting because they asked him, like, what do you consider yourself a success? And he's like, yeah, you know, I got a family, I'm doing what I love, and, you know, I'm a success. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like, that is the definition of success.
By that definition, then I'm a success, and so are you. So congratulations. We are all Pixel Dan.
We're all successes. Congratulations.
If that's the metric, then yeah, we're doing good.
And I think that is like, it's like, you know, because I don't know, what do you want? You want to be able to do this as your full-time job. Like, very few people, especially if you're just doing toys. Like, I think Dan Larson is maybe the only person I know in toys that is able to just do what he does. And he's expanded beyond just toys. He had to grow his channel and rebrand it because there's only so much you can do with toys. Dan said something interesting in that he doesn't chase the trends. I don't know, but he doesn't chase the trends. So he's just doing what he wants, and he's not like looking at what's popular and being like, well, I need to do that. So that's like, it's so interesting because I don't think that we necessarily do that either, but I do feel like that we try to do different things, and like, just the nature of our show is we are looking at what the trends are. Like, we're talking about what's popular in the moment. So he kind of like can be on his own wavelength, whereas we have to be so plugged in to what's happening. I don't know if like, I don't think I would trade what we do to do what he does. I kind of like being like the pulse of the community. Like, that's more of what's interesting to me. But I don't know. It's just interesting when you like, because there are only so many people that
you mentioned, real quick, you were like, you know, maybe we should talk about Nido Dough, and I was like, nah, we're not going to do it, but we're going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it.
Let's talk about it. What is it? What is Nido?
It's just like
dough?
It's just like a fidget cube, but it's made with like slime on the inside or like some kind of texture.
But why do kids like it? What's going on?
I think it's one of those situations where they can bring it with them into school and like pocket it and just like fidget it.
But you were saying it's just like a gujitsu.
I'm not saying I'm saying it's gujitsu-like.
Right, but it's like the same concept. If gujitsu at its base is like a fidget toy.
Correct.
Because it's a
cube,
goo-filled plastic toy, and they just made it look cool.
I know. you know how Target has that fidget end cap that has like it has like the things, like it's got the stuff that you fidget with. I'm saying,
of course,
you know, like
of course,
the gold bar, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I walked by it tonight. Full end cap of just the empty tray holders for the Nido Dough.
That's so wild.
All empty.
Who makes this product?
That's a good question.
The Nido people would like to send us one.
Oh, that would be fun.
I just see videos of people destroying it. Oh, you can buy it from Shein. Yeah. This is definitely toxic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anything about this. There is an Amazon store for it. I can't. Yeah. It's just a cube. It's like the gelatinous glob from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. The other thing that's going around crazy this week are those dumplings from Five Below.
Yeah, I always see people posting videos about like waiting outside the Five Below
in line for the dumpling.
But they're also nothing. They're just squishy.
They are nothing. Yeah, they're just
nothing.
Squishy.
See, this must infuriate people that make toys, where it's like they put all this thought into like
engineering,
lore, backstory, character design, and then someone just is like, just throw a thing in a basket, and then it's like the most popular thing. Like, what the fuck? I'd be so mad. And then your boss comes in and it's like, why can't we do this? Tony Stark made a #1 toy in a cave with scraps. Just make it squishy.
That would be the board meeting. That would do it.
Ooh, here's a stick of butter that's squishy. That's fun too. I mean, I did buy that giant squishy banana, so I'm
I've got the giant squishy
guilty.
cheese.
Yeah, I like the cheese. I'm guilty. We like squishy things.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to like get too Freudian to understand why we like squishy things. You know, you could probably figure it out real easy. So that must start pretty young. So, anything else on Nito? I think we covered that pretty well.
Nothing.
Maybe I'll find one and we'll do an in-depth review of Nito. Try to get on the radar. Maybe get some younger viewers. We need that like Minecraft audience. Like my son, he'll just put YouTube on the TV and he's just watching like Minecraft and Pokemon videos. And I'm like, do you think there are people turning us on, just watching us on their TV? No. I know there's at least one guy because he was very insistent about us updating our YouTube, the look of our show, so he could watch it on his TV.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a young audience though. I think all of our fans are like our age, right around like 30s and 40s.
We skew older, yeah.
We skew older, which you would think would be good because those are the people with money, but maybe not anymore. Maybe it's just the kids that have money, but you can't really control that. It's whoever likes you likes you. Well, here's something that I like as I scroll, trying to find something I like. Okay, I like deals. So I saw on Amazon that they had these Spin Master Ninja Batman figures, and it was a 3-pack of Batman, Robin, and the Joker, and it was only $10. And I was like, okay, because I had seen these figures around. I saw them at Ross this past Christmas. I got some of the smaller ones. I got one of the big robot ones for my son. But these are like the ninja ones, and I always say they remind me of Night Force Ninja, that Kenner line from back in the day. My favorite figure from that is like there's a couple of them. There's one like a neon yellow Batman, and then there's like a Bruce Wayne or something. There's a shirtless Batman that I always thought was so fun. I was like, he's shirtless. I don't know why that was so funny. Like Batman, it's weird that he would be shirtless. He's Batman. And he didn't have the bat symbol like tattooed or like shaved. That'd be funny. So anyways, I picked this up. It came real quick, and I have it right here actually. But
good.
So it was a 3-pack. Right. No, this was for me. I did let him play with it, but this was for me.
Oh, all right.
In my head, I was like,
you were letting him play with it, so it's
he was playing with it. But at the end of the day,
it's mine.
It's for the show. It's content for the show. But I didn't think because of the price that they were going to be individually carded. Like I thought this was going to be a special set, and sure enough, they came in this tiny little box. It's so little.
Oh wow!
But they did all fit in there.
Yeah.
But I open it up, and the figures are wrapped in the tissue paper that we are all too familiar with from the plastic-free pandemic days. So that gave me a little bit of PTSD to see that. But the figures are fun. They come with a sprue, and you have to peel off the some of the accessories, like anything that's like that's one color, nippers. Like this chest piece. I know. Well, that's the thing. I was like, I need to go get my nippers and do this properly, but I was opening it with my kid, so I was like, well, let me do this as if it was a kid opening it. So here's Batman with a cloth cape. The articulation is very simple. Ball joints, elbows that both bend and twist, T-joints for the hips, knees that bend and twist, and then head, and that's it. But it's enough. They're fun. The Joker figure, it kind of freaks me out. Look at this head sculpt. Look at that. That is, if say what you want, I think the story with Spin Master, their legacy will be they had some very unique head sculpts. Like I've talked about that Superman head sculpt that I thought was very good. This Joker, it's something. Somebody said it looks like Prince. I was like, well, that would be a nice homage to the first Batman film. Robin, probably the worst. of all of them.
If
they gave him
anyone
the
is going to be the
shaved
worst,
head,
then it's Robin.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just they gave him that shaved head. The monk look. It's just not. It's not working.
Oh yeah,
the bodies have some really nice texture on the clothing.
Yeah.
So, not bad figures. I think the heads are the worst part because Robin is sculpted in the color of his skin, but Batman, the skin part is painted because the rest of it's black. And I think that really, anytime the face is painted, that's just gonna make it look kind of cheap. So, not much you can do about that. But I thought those were really fun, and for $10, they might still be on there for $10. So, I don't know what Spin Master is gonna do when they don't have DC. What else do they make? Do we know? They must make other things.
Yeah, I'm sure
they do. They cars. They do. What about in the toy aisle, like the action figure aisle?
They'll find something else. I mean, they got to move production somewhere.
I just wonder. They do Paw Patrol, Kinetic Sand.
Poor Paw Patrol.
Melissa and Doug. Oh, they're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
but they don't have another boys toys.
Have you seen we talk about the aisles at a lot of these stores. Yeah. Have you seen the real estate that now occupies Paw Patrol? It is so small at this point. I just remember it being about half the aisle at like most Targets. It was the big thing. And
I was gonna say mine was
it's nothing.
So I'm trying to think what I saw today. I think it got cut in half, and the part that got taken away, it's those little figurines that you put on the box that talks. Do you know what those are?
Oh, reads no, I have a full aisle of those.
Oh, you have a full aisle. So, okay, well maybe I don't know then. But that at one point those moved in, and those are so small, like it just had so much dead space around them. It just looked really strange. So it was very obvious something had happened in that part of the aisle. But Paw Patrol is such a like a line. There's so much turnover because not only do they bring out new seasons and have new vehicles, but parents give away the toys because the kids outgrow them so fast.
Yeah.
So at some point, there's just so many out there that people are giving away for free. Why even buy them? Unless your kid it's insistent on the current season.
Talk about things that outgrow. So I sent you some video and picture today about the Camp X Bluey experience.
Oh yeah, where is that?
So that is at the Burlington Mall, and it's only about one of 5 locations in the whole country where you can experience going through Bluey's house. And we did it. My kid's turning 9, so we did it for her for a little early birthday present. This experience, and it was just so funny because we were there, and my damn kid is the oldest kid in it's all adults.
Yeah.
And then it's my 2 kids who are 6 and 9.
Yeah.
And then babies.
And babies, yeah.
And babies. And I'm I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? It's great because my kids had a very good experience, whereas and I was like, the experience was for the adults with their babies. But this was for my kids. They're not, but the parents will remember, but my kids will remember. And they owned the whole thing, which was great. So they got to do the keepy uppy, whereas everyone else was like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Then they were like, let's do it. And then they go, no, all the kids ran off afterwards because their attention span wasn't great. But then my 2 were like, yeah, let's do this. But then my daughter, she's so tall, she's probably getting to be 5 feet tall. The next tallest kid was maybe 3.5 feet, who wasn't my son. So it's just kind of funny to see. But yeah, it was a fun exhibit. It was Paw Patrol before that, so it was Camp by Paw Patrol. And I think there's one down by you, but it's in Miami, which I know Miami's still further.
That's not down by me.
It's not
that's
near
very
you.
Far away.
Right? No. Well, within the same state. No, that's fine.
They're coming to Disney. They're going to be.
They are.
Animal
so
Kingdom.
I'm wondering how long this Bluey.
I'm sure they'll
has. You think so? Even with Disney bringing it in.
Yeah, I think they can be involved.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't know, but I would hope so.
But it was fun.
Are they the same costumes? Have you seen what the Disney ones look like? They look.
I think the Disney ones are probably a little bit better. These ones look like they had a couple years on them already. They look a little. I was like,
but
why didn't they wash Bingo's hands? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I was really like, whoa. My kids like Bluey, but it's not something they're requesting right now. Like, my youngest is 100% into Spidey and Friends. Like, he thinks he's Spider-Man. He runs around.
Right.
He does this spider walk where, like, all 4 of his limbs are touching the ground at the same time. He loves it.
Oh, wild.
And then the older kid is into Pokemon and dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So, Bluey,
my daughter,
but Bluey, if we put it on, they'll watch it. It's just not something they request.
No, my kid just puts it on just without a problem. It's like,
yeah.
And it was like, I told you that we had a medical emergency this weekend, or this past week, with my mother, and she's doing all right, thankfully. But while we were waiting for the ambulance, they gauged the ambulance response time in how many episodes of Bluey that they watched, which was absurd.
Wait, who?
So my wife... No, my wife asked my kids how long it took for the ambulance to come, and they go, about one episode of Bluey. And
that's funny.
It was just like, oh, you guys.
That's how we used to calculate how much something cost. It's like, how many Toy Biz X-Men could I buy for this cost? I'm like, okay, well, that's pretty good. I get 3 X-Men for that. I don't know. I think I'd rather get the 3 X-Men.
3 for $5. That was the treat.
It's like a KB 3 for $10. Is that what they're doing? They always had those.
Was it 3 for $10 or was it 3 for $5?
I don't know, because they did that a bunch. There was like the wrestling figures, Hasbro, WWF. They did a 3 for something, and then Zivaz, I think at some point was 3 for. Like that was their thing.
I just remember those KB bins.
Oh, the bins.
Those were the best. The KB bins.
The bins. You just dig around. What we got today?
You haven't talked about the bins. Have you talked about the bins? Your bins lately? Have you
the last time I went,
bins?
it was a liquidation week, and it was everything. It was like the most expensive day was 7, and then I think it went down to 1, and there was nothing. It was like I don't know if they're running out of good stuff, and this is all the crap. And then I didn't go last week, and then this week coming up, someone sent me a graphic that I think it's another liquidation week, so I might go just because I'm going to be working from home at the end of the week. But
nice.
I don't know. I hope it's not over. It was a magical time. If that's all we get, like, it was really fun. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, and it was a good time. I have most of the toys I bought still in my trunk. I don't know what I think I'm going to do with them. I have 2 Law and Order sets from G.I. Joe. I have a Gujitsu set, 2-pack. I have one of the He-Man 2-packs, probably one of the Origin, or the what do they call it? The Sketch or whatever, concept series. I think that's what it is. And then what else is in there? There's a McFarlane DC guy, and then that Batman McFarlane, the animated re-release, whatever. And it's just like, I just left it in my trunk. I guess I could put it in the garage with other stuff, but I'm like, whatever. And it's like getting more beat up as I use my trunk for other stuff. It's like I don't know. I wanted to get beat up enough where I'm like, I'll just open all of it. I don't know what I'm doing. The most I paid was $7 for any of it, so it's pretty good. Now, this is something that I probably would not pay $7 for. So everyone's aware that CM Punk came back to WWE in the past few years. And he's been getting a lot of toys. He's very toyetic. People love buying his toys. The problem with CM Punk as a toy is he has lots of tattoos, and some of them are copyrighted. Like, he has the Cobra from G.I. Joe symbol on one shoulder, and he has the Pepsi logo on the other. So Mattel, they don't even do like look-alike graphics. They just empty. It's just empty space. This company is selling these figures, I think, at like Dollar Tree. And they gave Punk no tattoos. He looks so naked. It's very disturbing. I hate it so much. They give The Rock his tattoo, but they can't give CM Punk his tattoos. And then this is the box they come in, which is like, I guess if there was any more of the figure shown, then maybe people could like slip the figure out. Maybe there's nothing holding the figure in, but it's like from right above the belly button to right, like below the knee pad, is a graphic of what the figure looks like, and then there's an open window above that. So it's like the skin tones don't match at all because it's like reality versus a picture, and it just looks so bizarre.
It would be funny.
I don't think
it
this
would be
is a
funny
good presentation.
On that card there, on that package, if they had the CM Punk below the actual, like if they removed all of his tattoos, I think that would be a funny look for that.
Oh, on like the photo of him on the graphic?
The photo of him, yes.
Yeah. I mean, they should. Sometimes Mattel will Photoshop their graphics to make the clothing look correct. So they should do it.
Yeah,
it's
sometimes
just
Hasbro
so weird.
will remove the pinless joints from
That's true.
there.
Yeah. They will
or their
remove
pin
the
joints from their
the Star Wars toys. Yeah. People, the Yakface really hates that. It's just so funny. It's like, I mean, I guess you still want to. So like the workaround for this is sometimes the toy companies will put him in a T-shirt because they can do like a graphic on T-shirt, but then that covers most of the tattoos. But like you would still see something on the arms. But this company is just like, nope, don't care. Not even gonna try it. Not even gonna make an attempt. No. The other funny wrestling toy thing is Drew McIntyre. He was champion. He just quit. Kayfabe. He at one point he had a feud with CM Punk, and he had this shirt made where it was his like silly meme face, but it's the meme where the guy's pointing at the grave. Like this is just a common meme.
He likes making shirts too, huh? That's fun.
He likes making shirts too. Yeah, just like you do. And but this was sold. This was like an official WWE shirt. And so this is a knuckle cruncher, which are those really little guys, which I actually thought that line was canceled, but they've come back now. They're at Target. But this is the first time we're getting the Drew McIntyre meme shirt as a toy, and it's on a knuckle cruncher. So that's fun. Oh, I don't know. That seemed noteworthy because they've done CM Punk before, and he's in a T-shirt. And I think the most recent CM Punk, they also released him with 0 tattoos. So I don't know how these toy companies are getting away with this shit. This is not okay. At least sell the tattoos as a separate piece.
I saw that LJN inspired Stone Cold tonight, and
what was the card? What color was it?
Blue.
Oh, okay. I have that one. I need the black one.
Yeah, I love.
Is that all they had? Was Stone Cold?
They had Stone Cold, and who's the other the big wrestler? I'm sorry, I'm blanking.
King Kong Bundy.
Yes, that's who they had.
Well, I need it.
And I was like,
you didn't get it for me?
I'm sorry. No, I didn't.
You should be sorry. I'm sorry. I still have my box of stuff to send you from like years ago now. I've been waiting for like one more big thing to stick in there.
Yeah.
Oh. So I know you don't open anything anyway, so you can.
I do too. I will.
Well, now you've started opening stuff. That's true.
Yes.
Did you get I know you got the HasLab Ecto 1 Ghostbuster set. Did you get the Rooftop Battle 4-pack?
No, because I didn't like the head sculpts.
I didn't. Yeah, the head sculpts are not great. So somebody, let's say who did. Dan Wiesenmeyer, who does a lot of the artwork for the Mondo X-Men packaging, he's always posting his hot takes on toys and specifically Hasbro. He has insider information. He posted some nice close-ups of the set. Here's Peter. It's not good. It's not a good Peter Venkman, Bill Murray. It's just not great.
Of course.
Egon, he looks very similar to the first Plasma collection or Plasma series, just a little more sour maybe. I don't think this looks like Ernie Hudson. We were saying that Ghostbusters 2 was the best Winston, but I think this is the worst Winston. I don't know what's going on there. So those photos don't make them look so great. But then Fake Eyes posted some really fun photos. Here's Ray and Winston on a bicycle. This really sells the toys to me, because if I just saw those other pictures, I'd be like, I don't need this. But now, look at this. I want this. Wow. I want to pose them with little Steve Austin. This is great. I love the color of the khaki. They really nailed it with this release. But I want those Ghostbuster 2 heads on these bodies. So they need to do one more release, because the Ghostbuster 2 heads are on the gray suits, but they wore the gray suits only that montage. They wore the tan khaki in Ghostbusters 2. So give us Ghostbuster 2 heads on khaki suits right now. I'll buy it. There we go. You got my money.
There were some new shots of the Blitzway version 2 1/6 scale Ghostbusters released.
Oh, the super racist figures where they did a set without Winston? The scientist set, the doctor set?
Yeah,
Remember that?
but I thought that was
Yeah.
with the first. Yeah, no, they've corrected that. But these,
I mean, they didn't. They sold a 3-pack. It's like, if you don't want the black guy, we got you.
Right. If you want the first, what is it, 45 minutes of the film?
They should have called it like the poster edition, because he wasn't on the poster.
That's true.
This is the poster edition. No, but we don't support that. We love Winston. Winston,
we do.
He's definitely one of my top 3 Ghostbusters. Depending
he's so
on the
fun.
day.
He's got the best lines. He has some really good lines.
He does. He's seen shit that'll turn you white.
Yes, he did.
I've seen stuff.
He was in lockup, and he was like, "Guys, I just met these dudes. Just work for them. Let me out."
Ready. Yeah. Oh. So I think these are AI, but this was too fun not to show. So the glowing ghost on Instagram, he put out this. He did a whole presentation here. This is like a pitch to McDonald's. These are the spicy McNugget buddies, and they have some just really fun looks. Look at this guy. He's like an evil looking guy. This is like a mean pumpkin. Like he's up to mischief. This is like M. Bison or something. I don't even know.
Right?
This guy
That's
is
what it looks like.
A bomb just went off. That's like a little too soon for that. But
sure.
So go check out the glowing ghost and see some.
These look like how what is it? The not the Cabbage Patch Kids, but the
gross out
Garbage Pail Kids. The Garbage Pail Kids versions of McNuggets.
Yeah. McDonald's needs to do something. Did you see that video where their CEO or president or whatever, where he took that tiny bite? This product is delicious.
Weren't all CAOs taking like tiny bites this past week?
So they were all making fun of the McDonald's guy.
Oh, okay.
But then I feel like it went full circle where people were like, "That was a normal bite." Like people are making too much of it. Like that was a fine bite. Like why you gotta make a giant
food.
bite?
Like, what are you gonna engulf it? It's not a 2-bite sandwich, people. Enjoy your food.
How much this thing cost? Yeah, you gotta savor it.
Really.
This might have to last you 2 days. God, the way things cost.
Have some leftovers. My goodness.
Right. It's like on The Office where Kevin had the idea of every time you buy a Big Mac, take out one ingredient, and then by the end of the week, you have a free Big Mac.
Oh, wow, yeah, that works.
Right? But then when you think about it, it's like, you're buying a Big Mac every day. And it's like, you're missing an ingredient every day. That's no good.
Remember, I got that Big Mac for a year voucher. That was fun.
I'm sorry, what?
When they remodeled our local McDonald's, they had, for the first 100 people to purchase something for that day, you received a voucher for a free Big Mac for a year.
Did you use it?
I only used it like maybe 5 or 6 times because it just became a hassle. Yeah. And I didn't like that. And that's the funny thing too. I didn't intentionally go for the promotion. I just kind of happened to be, I think we were watching the Avengers movie, and I was like, I think I want a McFlurry. Let's go get some McFlurries. And we just happened to stumble into the fact that they were having the grand reopening for the remodel. And they were like, here's a card for free Big Mac for a year. And I was like, oh, cool.
The Big Mac is such a strange hamburger or sandwich. Because first of all, why is there an extra bread? Whoever was like, I want extra bread in my hamburger. Well, why is that there?
I don't know, but here's the crazy thing. Now they're pitching that. I always like when we start talking about fast food. But here's the thing: they have the Arch Deluxe now. Do you know how much the Arch Deluxe cost?
$20.
It's like an $11 burger,
just by itself, not the meal.
By itself, no meal, just the burger.
McDonald's has completely lost their place in this world. Like that's not like what the hell. You're supposed to be able to go there with pocket change and get a good meal. This is ridiculous. There was that time during the Monopoly promotion where I won so much free food that I was going there often to get the free food, just the free food. But I would do that thing where I would put in my order, 15 minutes before I got to the location, and then picked up the order and then did another one, because you can only use one reward at a time, but it like resets after 15 minutes. So I was getting like 2 things at a time.
I gotcha.
But I was going a lot And then when it was over, I was like, still in my head, I was like, well, I'm going to stop at McDonald's and get something. But then I was like, wait a minute.
It's not free.
When it's free, you can sort of be like, well, this isn't great for me, but it's free. But then it's like, wait a minute, I'm paying for this and it's not great for me? No. So I had to like rework my brain and be like, you don't need this. There's no reason you need an ice cream on the way home. There's just no reason for that. So I've trained myself to not like McDonald's right now. I do love a McFlurry, but I don't need it very often. Not very often. Maybe every once in a while. Let's see what else we want to talk about here. Okay. So what was a Toy Fair that Hasbro showed off some G.I. Joes, and then they had a mystery figure, or they revealed it at Toy Fair? It was like leading up to it. They didn't
reveal it. No, Toy Fair, it was revealed as an actual figure, but leading into it, they had some renders, and then they had a silhouette. And everyone kind of had fun with the silhouette saying, well, what could it be?
Wild Bill was the running leader because it had a cowboy hat.
Right.
So people were like, okay, it's going to be a new version of Wild Bill. It ended up being a brand new character named Sundown. So he's like a Westernish character. He's got the cowboy hat.
He's the sheriff.
He's the sheriff around these parts. The funny thing about Sundown is that is the name of a character from Cops and Crooks. And Sundown in Cops and Crooks also has this sort of cowboy hat. And he's sort of a cowboy. He's sort of a sheriff. Yeah. So this is not a coincidence. This is not happenstance. This was intentional. What do you think the goal here is? Is just a one-off kind of fun, like wink and a nod? Or do you think we're going to see some more
backdoor pilot situation? This is backdoor like the farm to the office?
Well, this is what I said. That's the farm. That's right. This is what I said they should do, is just start including random pop culture characters like Marty McFly from Back to the Future 3. This could have been him. That makes a lot of sense to me. But this is very specific to Cops and Crooks. Now, Cops and Crooks, we talked about last week. There are two companies producing toys for Cops and Crooks. Big Bad Workshop is doing the 6-inch, and then there's another company which is like Chicken Fried Toys or something. They're doing the 4-inch figures. Okay. So Bulletproof is out right now. $40 you can get him from Big Bad Workshop. Somebody told me that they're working on Long Arm, which is my favorite Cops, and another character, but it's taken so long. It's taken so long to make these. I just wonder, I don't know how far Hasbro could push it. They already did a Cop. Just give them that like gauntlet with the thing that shoots out. You could have your Long Arm. It's just very interesting, and maybe this is just one of those things where it's like, oh, I remembered we're in toys, and toys has a rich history, and we can have fun with that. Like maybe that's one of those things, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it was a coincidence, or just it just happened. I was listening to the Toy Geeks podcast with Dan Larson and Geek Dad Life. Mm-hmm. They do like they have a topic, like they'll cover Ghostbusters, they'll do like one episode for each year of the real Ghostbuster toys.
Okay.
So I was listening to that, and they were talking about the names that they had for like all Kenner Hasbro toys, and it's like it seemed like they were just naming things so that then they could copyright that name. Because you think of like how like we were talking about earlier with the Loyal Subjects and how they didn't keep up with the copyright for the Switchblade and someone else grabbed that. And then they had those Ecto-Glow re-releases, and they had to rename the Spider Ghost because Ghost Spider is now a character on Spidey and the Amazing Friends. So they had to call it Arachnaghost. But it's like they had all these bizarro names that they were naming the ghosts, and then Transformers. And then they were talking about one of the ghosts, and his name was Tickler. So at some point, Kenner trademarked Tickler.
Ooh.
And then they were asking, like, why isn't Slimer named Slimer on the toy, even the second release, even though there's a cartoon called Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters at this point. Yeah. And like they don't know, nobody knows, but it's like Mattel owned slime. That's why they had to call it ooze and, other words. They couldn't call it slime. So like they were they were theorizing that maybe Slimer was too close to Slime, and Mattel was like, so they stuck with Green Ghost. But it's just so funny. Like, that's how it works, where it's like, no, we own that name. You have to, like, call it Marvel's Beast now, because Beast is, you can't, Beast is just a word. You can't copyright Beast.
Yeah.
But that's one of those funny, like, things in toys and, like, anything.
Legalisms.
Toy legalese, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you started watching the Dinosaurs on Netflix?
We put it on. I was really rooting for that Pachycephalosaurus there to win. He did.
The new one, the youngster. It was weird when
the older one.
Oh, you wanted the veteran to hang in there?
Yeah, he did.
Which is the one that got they smacked heads, and then one had a cut in that part. I was like, that's gross.
It was the old guy.
It was like an egg
It was the old one. It was the older one.
It was like a cracked egg. It was gross.
Yeah, it was the older one.
Yeah. This show was wild.
His mates, and then the new one was moving in on his ladies, and I didn't care for that. I was like, that guy's gonna get his. But yeah, no, we what did we do? Because I was watching it, and then I put it on for my kid because I always like to think, oh, my kid's gonna like this. He's gonna like watching dinosaurs. So I put it on, and then I started to nod off, and I went upstairs. I took a nap. I've really been on my days off. I've really been enjoying a nap. So
the naps are the best.
Yeah,
I can't wait till my kids are a little older and they understand that we need to just nap. Like, we don't need to be there awake with them at all points.
Yeah.
But the Dinosaur Show, a lot of people in watching it, and I think we're all sort of going through this existential, like, what are you talking about? It reigned for 1 million years. Like, how do you know these dinosaurs lived for hundreds of millions of years and then went extinct, and then there were more dinosaurs? Like, what?
Sure.
How do you even start to believe that this is, like, what?
Yeah, right?
Our brains cannot comprehend 1 million anything, let alone 1 million years. And then it's like, okay, then one day there just were dinosaur eggs. I'm like, what do you mean there were just dinosaurs? Where did they come from? That's like, I understand why people are like, okay, there was Adam and Eve. Because it's like the thought that things just kept evolving over millions of years, and then there just happened to be this thing. And then that worked, and it kept going. Like, our brains are not sophisticated enough to understand that. It's much easier just to be like, magic, and then there was magic, and like, okay, I understand that there was magic. Sure, I understand magic.
Yes.
Time travel. This series, I feel like, is doing a lot more than just introducing us to different dinosaurs. I feel like it's really making people think about our place in the universe and how we're here for just a blip compared to these other creatures, and like, we're definitely not gonna make it hundreds of millions of years. That's not in the cards for humans. And then think about that next, like, species or whatever alien has been watching us this whole time. When they do the Humans documentary on Netflix, what that will look like and how stupid we're going to look like.
I mean, it's going to be a short. I mean, it's not going to be a 6-part series. They'll get us done in like 30 minutes. It was over.
We're not even.
It's like,
we're not even get a whole series.
Yeah.
But I do love dinosaurs. It's a big time for dinosaurs. Between this and Armosaurs, like, dinosaurs, I mean, they never go away, but I feel
they don't.
They're
they
like
are evergreen.
Constantly. They're consistent in media. Hey, Lego announced that they're going to do proper Mario minifigures
good for them.
in 2027, not even this year. So they're going to wait for that movie hype to die down, and then they're going to bring these out. Now, I know people have been waiting for this forever, but I will say too little, too late. Now, we haven't seen the set, so maybe they're going to release something and it's going to be amazing. But just looking at this minifigure, I remember I think it was Connects, or like, there was another company that did like these little building. You build the Mario figures, and they had more articulation than the Lego figures. And those are great. Those are, because they have heads just like this, but the body was a little better. And they did Bowser, and he had a unique body. So for me, this is too little, too late. But I know that
but it's Lego. Even I mean, today at the mall, I saw plenty of dads walking around with their Lego bags.
Yeah, the Lego. God bless them, the Lego people.
Yeah.
I think of them the same way I think about like Hot Toys collectors and statue people. Like, where are you getting that money? Where's that money coming from? What are you doing? Because Lego ain't cheap.
No.
Lego
they're in crippling debt. They're just paying off the minimum balance.
Hey, I'm in crippling debt and I don't collect Lego. What the hell?
Oh.
I just have to pay for daycare. That's where my crippling debt comes from. Come on, other countries that want to knock out the credit card records. Come on. Let's go. Mattel showed off a bunch of new Hammond Collection dinosaurs for Jurassic World this week. This is the Scorpius Rex, which is from Camp Cretaceous. Is that right? It never appeared in any of the movies.
No,
Look
at
that
Camp
slobber.
Cretaceous. Yes,
this is not the first dinosaur to have the removable slobber, though. There is another one.
Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness! Look at the removable slobber.
It's removable.
Okay.
Yeah, you just take it out.
Yeah. Scorpius Rex, interesting. It's one of those ones you always find for free on Marketplace, or it's one that always finds its way marked down at a Target reset or Walmart. Mm-hmm. Not a great. I mean, it's the definition of a movie monster, of the Jurassic Park monster. What it looks like.
Here's Dilophosaurus.
Wow. Look at him.
I don't like this
No, I don't like that.
His frill is, his
he's like very neckbeardy. It's like, check this out, guys. I really grew out the neck beard.
His flaccid frill. I don't like. Yeah, and then there we go. That's what I want.
That's fantastic.
That's my Dilophosaurus. Yeah.
Oh, not this other thing. Yeah, oh my god.
No, I don't know. That's so funny. It is like a neck beard.
Yeah.
And it's separate pieces too.
It's separate. So you can attach that neck beard to other dinosaurs. Well, I'm a Dilophosaurus this day.
That's good.
There we go. Cosplay the Dilophosaurus.
I wish that Mattel would take the technology that Jax is using for their Super Mario movie figures and for the eyes and use that.
If you take the crest off the front, is it just a Velociraptor? If you take off the top crest and the neck beard, is it just a Velociraptor? It is just a
Velociraptor. It doesn't have the
the feet, the claw there. But like if you look at that photo, it's like if you look at that photo there, it's basically.
Wait a minute. He's got a little bit of an underbite though. I don't know.
Just a tad, but still.
Just put your hand over the screen.
Put your thumb over the top,
and it's a Velociraptor. It's like how that mutant dinosaur in the last movie, like if you looked at it a certain way, you could definitely see the T-Rex body in it. It's like, that's just what that is. Yeah. That's just what that is.
Dinosaurs pretending to be other dinosaurs.
And then there were some other ones. This one had a removable something too. It's like a removable lower jaw, so you can make it either mouth open or mouth closed.
Okay. We gotta look at the,
I don't know, why can't they just make it open? That used to be technology.
That used to be technology. Right.
What happened?
And then where's the true star of the show? Where's the true star? Where's the Indominus Rex?
Oh, I didn't. Let me go.
You didn't put something on the blue sky for Indominus Rex with the battle damage?
Oh, that's right. That's right. What was it? It was Dino Damage. That's what they used to call it.
Dino Damage. But that is actually part of the movie itself. He does rip out the tracker that is embedded in his skin, and that's just the chunk that gets taken out.
He didn't post it. That's what happened.
Oh my god, did we just imagine it? Wild.
No, I saw it. Maybe he posted it. Maybe they released that one first. I'm scrolling down the river. I'm just gonna have to search for it.
Ooh,
what's it called?
Indominus Rex.
Indominus Rex.
Nope.
Is that it?
I mean, that's it, but that you spelled it wrong. I think it's
I probably spelled it wrong. I'll do a Hammond Collection. I'm gonna type Hammond Collection.
There you go. Type in Hammond.
I don't like how the search on Blue Sky, like it can't. It's like, did you mean? It just is like, I searched exactly what you wrote, and it doesn't exist. I don't. Maybe we imagined it. Nobody has a picture of it.
Oh, wild.
That's weird, right? To be continued in your imagination.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not here. But it has Dino Damage.
It does.
I used to have this T-Rex and I sold it for like a lot of dollars.
I still have two.
Look,
I still have two of
if
those.
you got it on Thanksgiving in 2023, it was $16. You could have sold this.
Oh, man.
Hundreds of dollars this goes for now. Hundreds of dollars, the T-Rex.
I could have bought 5 of those. Oh, man.
I mean, we should have. That was a crazy price. I don't know what we were thinking. Yeah, I don't know. Let me search latest. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Christian posted it. Thanks, Christian. So it comes with alternate hands, and then here's... Oh, it has the tracker sculpted into it. That's very nice.
Yes. Yeah,
so that's fun.
It is.
Someone was saying that the color is wrong, and then the shape of the body is wrong.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
I guess he knows his dinos.
Confirm. I thought he'd be a little whiter, but he also changed colors, right? He had camouflage
he had
abilities.
that. He had that.
Because of frogs or something.
No, it wasn't frogs. It was something else.
What else could there be? Lizards?
It was a marine animal.
Marina Del Rey?
Yeah.
Shamu?
No.
I'd like there be a movie where somebody looks like Shamu. I always thought Shamu had like a fun, like I guess Venom. He like kind of looks like Venom, the shiny black with the white. That's how I always thought of him. I always thought
Shamu?
that white spot. Yeah, on Shamu, I always thought that white spot. So it's supposed to look like an eye. You know, the big white spot. I always thought it was like ice cream. You could like scoop it out.
Okay.
In my head, it was just like a little. It was like the vanilla ice cream. Like they came with vanilla ice cream in there. That's how I thought. That's how my brain works. That's okay. A little insight into me. All right, back to my page here. So, what else we got? What time is it? Oh, we got a little time. What else do we need to talk about? Any big stories of the week? Oh, we talked about Mario. Let me show this off. So my Target's doing their reset now. No armor sores yet, but they had out the Jack Super Mario Galaxy end cap, and that's just a lot of Fire Mario and Fire Luigi. A lot of Fire Luigi. I don't know if Fire Luigi is the way to go for these big soft toys. I don't know if people are like,
I saw
Fire
those
Luigi.
from far away. I saw those from far away, and I got very excited because I was like, wow, that's like a full, big, large plastic figure. And then I got closer, and I realized that the bottom portion was all like a fabric. And I said, oh, soft. No, he's a softie.
I think his shoes might be hard. Actually, I don't think so, looking at them here. If his fists were hard plastic, I would be all about it. But the fact that they're not, I don't like it. I do like the smaller soft figures.
Threw me off.
Because those are just like the Jacks, just like the Simpsons figures that Jacks did. Or the dolls. I like those. But it's funny that they're doing, because they did like regular Mario and Luigi last time. So they're like, let's do Fire version where if the colors are, white hat, white undershirt, and then green. For Luigi, green. What's that called? Suspenders. What is that called?
Overalls.
Overalls. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's a Rosalina as a figure. These figures are $20 this time. Were they $20 the first time? They were always on sale.
They were 15. They were 15, and then they were
so that's
Ollies.
It's like they went at Ollies. Yeah.
Just wait.
But they have this 4-pack that's only $60, I think. So technically, you're getting one figure for free. And this is the only way to get Luigi at the moment, because he's not a single figure in Series 1. But I have those. They're behind me somewhere up there.
Yeah.
Yoshi is much larger than I thought he would be. Like, these are chunky figures. Like, I think the value is there. So this is a fun set. I want to get this when this is on sale or something, because it definitely is going to happen. Here's the smaller.
Yeah, that's fun.
Mario.
That's cute.
He's just fun. I wish he had the eyes, though. He doesn't have the glass eyes like the other one. Here's the individual figures. I really think these look fantastic, like just from an engineering standpoint.
Yeah, they got more
articulation.
Yoshi,
baseball cap. It's like almost too much articulation. Like, we definitely don't need the fingers articulated. I never think that works well.
Yeah.
I just don't like that in toys.
It's got that weird
It's just because then it's like, he can hold something. Well, just give him a C grip then. Like, because it doesn't make a fist. Like, it's the worst of both worlds when you do that.
Oh.
Yoshi has a nice baseball cap. That's fun. Yoshi, did you see who's voicing Yoshi?
No, who's voicing Yoshi?
Lando Calrissian himself, the childish Gambino.
Oh,
I can't think of Troy from
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. Yeah, no, Gleason, yes. Right? Donald Gleason. Yeah, Donald Gleason. No, wait, hold on. Donald what? Glover. Donald. No, not
who are you talking about?
The guy that played Lando in the baby
Donald
Lando.
Glover.
Is it Glover?
Yeah.
Who's the other Glover from like Lethal Weapon? Danny Glover. Those are different people.
God, they're different people. Yeah.
Different people.
Jeez.
We got there, and here's Bowser Jr.
I was there way ahead of you.
You were there. You were waiting for me. I tried to take the shortcut, but I didn't make.
Yeah, right.
I took the short bus.
Gee, that was scary.
Here's so the Fire Luigi. They have the nice eyes. I do, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, his shoes are soft. I can't with the soft shoes. There's no reason. There's no reason for that. He has a hard head. You already can't cuddle him, so I don't need the shoes to be soft. So that's fine.
That's
fine.
good.
Everything's fine. NECA showed off some nice photography of Tiger Claw for their Nick Turtles
Holothon and Holothon.
I feel like I'm done with the Nick Turtles. I got the Turtles and I got Shredder.
Okay.
Maybe
no
Splinter if they do
Foot Soldiers.
I don't like the Foot Soldiers because they're too thin. They're too spindly.
Okay.
Not a fan of that, and they're just the black. Like there's no detail to them. It's not NECA's fault. That's just the design.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I did like the Slash. I don't know. It'll be a case by case basis.
I think so.
But I do wonder if this line, if NECA does have to stop, I wonder what figures will end up being sought after, years down the road. Like, will these get a smaller run? Are people not collecting the Nick line? Or, like, will they really want it? Because Mattel probably won't put those out. It's like, that's what you start thinking about now when you think a line is about to end. And then we have these really boring G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
2-pack. What's the deal here?
And mustard. Well, that's all
Ramp
ketchup and
Rats.
mustard.
What is this?
To go with your Rattler.
Oh, I got you.
But it's the classic ketchup and mustard.
Is that something? I know there was another one.
Something. Yes,
one of the HasLabs had ketchup and mustard. Oh, okay. Wasn't there another one? One of the HasLabs?
I don't believe so.
I thought.
Maybe.
What's the plane?
That's the Rattler.
And that didn't have. Did they not make it? Is that what it is?
No, they had Baroness as they had Pilot, they had Baroness, they had Patches as one of the stretch goals. That was one of the ones that was like a non-figure. And then I thought they had one more, but these are the Ramp Rats. So they come with the directional batons, and they come with some rigging cable, and if they're gonna just be like true technicians, don't like piece them out with weapons. It's like, no, this guy's got traffic cones to shake.
That's so funny that Cobra also has traffic controllers.
Right, and like they're the bad
evil
guys.
Traffic
like,
controller.
We're evil. They're bad.
Wait a minute. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. They must have not made it, because I definitely remember this being a thing already.
The Rattler was fully funded. It was fully funded.
What am I thinking of then? I'm looking.
know.
I just googled ketchup and mustard G.I. Joe. There was something from one of the HasLabs.
You're just thinking of that.
HasLab.
You're just thinking of that hot dog on a spit for the.
No, you know what it is? They did. They did a They did a Real American Hero HasLab.
Oh,
and they did ketchup
for
and
the
mustard.
Sky Striker.
Yes, that's what it was.
Okay.
And they have.
But those were good guys. That was good ketchup and mustard.
That's so funny. That's good ketchup and mustard. This is evil ketchup and mustard.
Evil. It's your generic. It's not Heinz.
This is catsup and mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard. I don't like this. You can't be evil and also have a yellow safety vest. That just doesn't mesh.
No.
Just get out of here with that. You're wild. You're wild. Oh, let's end. Let's see. Let's end on this. Hot Toys announced 1/6 scale Silver Surfer. Now, it always kind of freaks me out when Hot Toys does not a Hot Toys figure. Like they did that Into the Spider-Verse figure of the like the larger, I can't remember his name, like Miguel or something, but it was like, it wasn't soft goods, it was just sculpted and it had visible joints, and that's what the case is here. Obviously he's not wearing like a bodysuit or anything, this is just sculpted.
It's like when Mezco did the Turtles figure. And you're like, oh,
Yeah, it's like where's the soft goods, and then it's like, well, it's plated, it's shiny. What's the word? It's like the Silverhawks when Super 7 couldn't figure it out, and they just put them out dull. But then
they couldn't electroplating.
Electroplating, yeah, they couldn't figure it out, and then they did it, but then they all still went to Ross. Yeah, so I don't know. Everyone's like, okay, well, this, you're basically renting this because in 2 years it's all gonna flake off, and like we don't know that, sure. But that seems pretty. I mean, like you think of like the pleather on these Hot Toys doesn't last very long, so no. I don't know. Not for me, but I feel like at this point you should just buy a
drains the oils and everything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just get a statue of the Silver Surfer.
It's funny. I wonder how it is to photograph this because it's very reflective.
You're gonna show up in some pectoral.
You're gonna see the pectorals. Yeah, a pectoral. You're gonna show up there. That'll make for some fun eBay photos. But I wonder if they had to like Photoshop it to remove all the reflections, or if it's even possible to photograph this without showing up, or the Flash showing up or something. Not the character of the Flash. That's DC. That's a totally different universe.
Here he is.
Wow, he shows up everywhere. Yeah, so that's weird. I don't know, but that's weird. It. That was a weird one to end on. Let me see if there's something more fun that we can talk about.
I mean, I can talk real quick too if you want to end on it.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can. I forgot you can talk.
Go for it. I exist. Yeah. And I can talk. My mouth works. I talked to you earlier about how I went into a small format Target and I said never again. And you said, "Oh yeah, I've been in one." And it's like, has anyone else been in the small format? They're supposed to fit into like a suburban area. They're not supposed to be the big box store. It was a bizarre experience to say the least because we drove up to it. Like I said, my kid's trying to find the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Not so much Freddy Fazbear, but the other characters, because I think the way it's working is they are all short-packed, which is unfortunate. Yeah, so it just kind of leaves Freddy on the...
Who makes those? Jazzwares?
It is Jazzwares, yeah.
Hey, Jazzwares. Send some Bill. Right? Send Bill some
Send Bill some Five Nights so I can review them and so my child can play with them.
Five Nights of Five Nights. See, we'll do a whole series. It'll be great.
There we go. But yeah, no, it's just what an odd experience because we go in there, we're looking at it from the outside and we say, how do you fit a whole Target into this space? And you clearly cannot fit a whole Target into that space.
It's like Mary Poppins' purse. It just works. It's just in there.
It just works. Yeah, it's like Doctor Who's. It's like the phone booth in Doctor Who.
I don't get that reference, but sure.
Oh, it's just like a larger space in a small.
It's like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You walk in there.
There's a whole
thing.
Universe going on in there.
It's like when you swallow a sword. Oh, there's more sword coming out. What's going on there?
Oh my god! But yeah,
they're
really
terrible.
Strange. The only thing that I thought was kind of interesting that it reminded me of is the long aisles at Toys R Us.
I don't even remember anymore. Did they have long aisles at yours? Mine didn't have long aisles.
Toys R Us used to have, before they did their reset back in like 2000 and like.
No, I remember Toys R Us had long aisles.
Yeah.
Your Target.
No, I'm not talking a Target. The little Target. Well, everything was incorporated into that one aisle, is what I mean.
I gotcha. Yeah. That's
right. So it just kind of reminded me of the Toys R Us long aisle, as it were.
It had like 5 feet of toys, and then it was right in the sporting goods. And I was like, wait a minute. Check the other side. The craziest thing is I went to the one in Vegas, which I think is even a whole other category. There's like literally nothing there. But then I found another one near Orlando, and they had a clearance section. Like they had an end cap with clearance. I'm like, what? How do you even have clearance? Like this is crazy.
Yeah, the wild experience was the checkout because the checkout was so condensed and. Talk about.
Do you take pictures? I don't know if I can visualize this.
I took a video, but not pictures of the checkout process because it was too stressful. Yeah. It was too stressful.
Did they have a liquor store attached?
Did it? No, it did not. There was a Five Below.
This one
and
did.
Then, okay, yeah, no, there was a liquor store. No, there was a Total Wine across the plaza. So
okay,
I guess through. Yeah, I guess there was maybe attached, but okay. A liquor store at the Target. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, it's like where this one was. It's like a resort area, so you need that.
Oh sure.
People want to get a little tipsy.
Rum. Yeah. Tipsy at Target.
Listen, there's no better There's no better time than being tipsy at Target. Are you kidding me? I could spend days there. Just give me something.
Oh.
Well, now I want to go to Target, but not that Target. All right. Anything else for this big week?
No, that was it. That was it.
That was a lot.
There's a lot going on this past week. I don't want to relive it ever again.
No, it's a bad week for everybody. Next week will be better. Next year will be better. Next decade. 2030 is going to be great.
6 million years from now will be good.
100 million years from now is going to be
when they find the Reluctant Adult podcast archive.
Oh,
and the 334
we're all
episodes.
that exists. People just know us. The aliens come down. That's the goal. That's the dream, right? Aliens
society,
just think that we are the most.
The society reveled upon toys. Yes.
A society built upon their love
solely
of
upon
inanimate
tiny
objects. They revered these tiny men. Were there spirits trapped inside these tiny men? We can't wrap our alien brains around why they collected these tiny men.
Could you imagine like an archaeological site of the houses? Like if everything is leveled and then all of a sudden like millennia goes by and they're like digging and it's like, my goodness, look at this. It's completely preserved. Oh my God.
These people must have been so tiny.
Yeah, right?
The people came in various sizes. They were either 6 inches, 12 inches, or 18 inches.
But of course, inches wouldn't be a measurement. They'd have something else, like
That's true.
like a Inkton or something like that.
That's true. Yeah. Well, that's fun. That's a better way to end the show. All right, everybody. Yeah. Well, you know what we say. We don't want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.